Good evening, and welcome to another exciting episode of the news. Not so exciting tonight, is it, eh? Right, I'm going to cover things. The biggest thing, obviously, for the Americans, you're probably wondering how we feel over here in the UK, and for the UK people watching me, you're probably going to go, Mick's going to do a rant. Yeah, Mick's doing a rant. Right, this is how I see it. After the last 24 hours, the Tories were supposed to be voting in a new Prime Minister, a new Prime Minister, using the democratic system of hustings and things like this. So you have to have, so they've changed the rules again, surprise, surprise, to you've got to have 100. Now, our friend Mr. Boris decided that he would throw his halfpenny's worth in. I believe that was completely organised. I think it was a sham. I think it was completely hand in hand with Rishi Sunak. He got his first 100, and then Boris got 100. So they said anyway. And then Suella Braverman, she was going in for it. I'm not exactly sure how many she had, but here's the cruncher. So Boris gets all these numbers, and then he decides at the last minute, I'm going to pull out. Well, I'll tell you what, Boris, that's the first time you've ever pulled out, isn't it? Yeah, we know what we're on about, yeah. I'm sure all the kids going, oh, thank you. You know, but, yeah, 7 kids later, he decided to pull out and screw us all. Excuse my French. Right. So you now throw all the supporters who were going to go for you into the air. Whee! And poor old Suella Braverman goes, well, I haven't got the numbers now. So you cocked that up. You actually destroyed the democratic system yourself. Just as if you've done all the crap before, now you've done this on top of that. Right. So what does that mean? That means Rishi Sunak gets in by default. Default that there's nobody else there to run against him. So what a scam. What a scam. You couldn't have made that up if you had tried. Right, and we all knew that. We knew there'd be some scam coming. Right, so we know that. So now we're going to have this new Prime Minister. I'll tell you what you should have done. On that vote, you should have said, yes, we're going to go to the people, but we're going to give them 3 versions. You can vote for the first 2 or the third one to your own Conservative people, because we believe that they would see it. You could vote either 1A, B, or C would be for a general election. None of the above. General election. Everybody wanted it. Every party out there. The Independents want it. Labour want it. Plaid Cymru want it. The Scottish Nationalists want it. Everybody wants a general election. And on the polls, 67% of the population want it. But what have you done? You have totally and utterly ignored a democratic system that is what keeps this country going for the last 1,000 years. And you've gone, no, I'll give it to me mate. What did you do with your mates? Oh, yeah, £10.6 billion worth of fraud. That's what you gave with your mates. And you think we're going to allow you to rule the country? I think not. So, right. As everyone knows, I do predictions on here as well. And normally, fair enough, I'm normally not far out. Well, here's my prediction. My prediction is there is a strike on the 2nd of November. And it goes through the 5th of November. I believe on the 5th of November, there will be a general strike by the entire population of the United Kingdom against your ruling, because what you've done is treason. You have taken away any vestiges of democracy by doing it this way. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I believe that the people of the United Kingdom will now pay you back for that. You've pushed until there's nowhere else to go. And just in case you haven't watched the news, you need to watch it, because the other day I watched a thing where even children were actually getting the police to withdraw. Children. What are you going to do when it works out, I think 50 million people want a democratic vote. Are you going to deny them? Well, I'm hoping, against hope, that you go to the King tomorrow and King Charles says, actually, no, you will go to the polls. I won't endorse it. Then what are you going to do with the Kings? Because remember, pretty much a lot of people in this country still, we know the monarchy has no power. But if the King comes out and says, I won't support you, that's a lot of us that ain't going to support you. So the next 24 hours is going to be very strange in the United Kingdom. And it could all unravel under your feet. So hopefully there's enough people out there who are right and just that can actually stop this from happening. And no, it's not against you or anything like that. It's democracy. That's what I actually believe in, democracy. I believe that everyone should have the right to vote. You just can't keep doing this. It's ridiculous. It's like jobs for the boys, and you're destroying the lives of everybody. Everything's collapsed just lately, and we know that there's going to be thousands upon thousands of people, and people are going to be looking at this and saying, right, you were the person who wouldn't let people. You're the same crew. You're the same crew who took us through all the rules and regulations. Same ones again. You will have this jab. You will have that. You've destroyed our democracy, and we're actually sick to the back teeth of it, to be quite honest. We're sick to the back teeth of a lot of you. Take your dual nationality. Go and live in America. You're not welcome here. So we're actually sick to death. That's you, Boris, and all the rest. Because I tell you, all you Conservative MPs, it'll never get to you because not a lot of people watch my channel. But here's my view on it. Not one of you will have a job next time. Not one of you will have a job. You'll have to close down all your little Conservative offices. They'll all be gone because you won't. No one is going to forgive you. No one's going to be forgiving you for robbing the democracy from the United Kingdom. The oldest, I see it today, is 1,000 years of democracy has just been stamped on and rubbed into the dirt. So by 300 people. So even the people who were supposed to have voted for you after the hustings must feel absolutely disgusted in the attitude of what's gone off. So, all right. Have a lovely night, everybody. Ta-da.